Hamid looked at the gold shining brightly in the sun, enough to change his family's life forever. For a moment, temptation whispered in his heart. If I take just a little, I could buy clothes for my wife, food for my children. No one will ever know. But deep inside, another voice spoke. Allah is watching. The king's test, the story of an honest Muslim once upon a time. In an ancient Islamic kingdom, there lived a just and wise king. He ruled fairly and loved his people deeply. Yet one question often troubled his heart. Are my people truly honest, or are they only good because they fear me? This question kept echoing in his mind day and night. One morning, the king called his minister and said, I want to test my people. I want to see if they fear Allah, or just their king. The minister frowned in confusion. Your Majesty, what do you mean? The king smiled and replied, I will place a pot full of gold in the center of the city. Anyone may take from it. Let's see who resists the temptation. At dawn the next day, a large pot of shining gold was placed in the middle of the city square. Beside it was a sign that read, This treasure belongs to whoever believes they deserve it. The entire city gathered around. Some whispered, It must be a trap. Others said, Maybe it's a reward from the king. And a few greedy souls stepped forward, trying to grab the gold, only to be caught by the guards hidden nearby. That same morning, a poor laborer named Hamid passed through the square. He was an ordinary Muslim, not wealthy, not powerful, but his heart was rich with faith. He worked hard every day, earning barely enough to feed his family. When he saw the crowd, he asked, What's happening here? Someone replied, The king has placed a pot of gold. Whoever wants can take it. Hamid looked at the gold shining brightly in the sun, enough to change his family's life forever. For a moment, temptation whispered in his heart. If I take just a little, I could buy clothes for my wife, food for my children. No one will ever know. But deep inside, another voice spoke. Allah is watching. Hamid lowered his gaze, turned away from the gold, and quietly walked on. From his palace window, the king had been watching everything. He saw Hamid stop, stare, and then walk away without touching the gold. The king smiled. He immediately ordered his guards. Bring that man to me. Hamid was terrified when the guards approached him. What did I do wrong? He thought nervously. When he stood before the king, trembling, the king asked gently, Tell me, why didn't you take the gold? No one would have stopped you, Hamid replied humbly. Your Majesty, I was afraid, not of you, but of the one who is above the throne. I saw the gold, but I remembered Allah's gaze. The king was silent for a moment. Then he said softly, You have reminded me of something my entire kingdom has forgotten, that Allah sees us, even when no one else does. The king smiled and said, Hamid, you have passed the test. This treasure now belongs to you. Hamid was shocked. Your Majesty, I am a poor man. My small earnings are enough for me. The king replied, This gold is a reward for your honesty. Because of your faith, I have learned that integrity is more precious than gold. He then announced to the entire city, a city that holds even one honest man will never be destroyed. After that day, the king ordered that every year be marked as the Day of Honesty, to remind everyone that true treasure lies not in wealth, but in truth and faith. Hamid never grew proud of his fame. He kept working as before, and people began calling him Hamid the Honest. And the king would often say, I have won many battles, but my greatest victory was the day I saw a poor man choose honesty over gold. Moral of the story: true faith is not tested by wealth or power, but by what we do when no one is watching. If a person remains honest in secret, Allah will honor them in public. Sometimes, life tests our faith, not with hardship, but with temptation.